We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. 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 We are unstoppable.
So why are you here?
To instigate productivity.
Productivity?
Proactivity.
Proactivity.
Yeah.
Explain.
Explain, because we do a lot of nothing. We have a voice and we don't use it, and it's time to use it. You know, we outnumber these people who are holding us down, and we're allowing them to. It's our choice. It's our decision. We vote with our dollars, and basically we're just trying to instigate productivity. Start doing something. You know, we can still use money. Money's not bad. We can start spending it wisely. You know, solar panels and wind energy rather than coal. I mean, we can have an economy based off of that. It's not so ludicrous, but it seems like these madmen. I don't know. It's just, the thing about it is it just makes sense. It's like arguing common sense with insanity, and I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. It's a work in progress. But these are the small steps, and they're building up. And more people are getting aware. Because I noticed it's kind of a drawback sometimes, like you have a giant march like yesterday, and then you can go across the town and people don't even know what's going on, and it's Maryland City.
It's such a big city, right?
Right.
Like
So, as big as it is, it's still small, but you know, everything we have here started out very, very small.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, we're just growing, man.
Yeah. And what about you? Why are you here?
Because they never really they have small protests, and those do count, and they're awesome to go to, but something like this where you're actually shutting down a street and you're going to the main source of the problem. The main source of the problem all around the world is America. The main source, you know, of the problem, the main source of the problem in America is New York. The main, you know, problem source of New York is Wall Street. So when you come right to the source and do something about it with this many people and this loving energy where everybody just loves one another, it's a lot different than saying, oh, that's really messed up. And then, yeah, it is messed up. What are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? And people come to small protests and, you know, weeks go by and they completely forget about it and nothing ends up changing. But I think especially with this group of people and how many people were here tonight, I don't think I'm not going to forget it.
No,
yeah.
not.
And it's all about not as much what we do personally here. Here is about what we do as a people, but it's about when we go back to our communities, what are we going to do there? Because that right there is the problem. We can't just fix what's in New York.
The follow through.
Exactly.
Follow through.
Yeah.
Being proactive, which is exactly what he said. It's about making people be like, you know what, it is time to stand up. You know, the law may not like it, but just because something is illegal in America does not mean that it's morally wrong. You know, our laws weren't even based off of like universal morals. They were based off of a Christian Bible that not everybody in America follows. Therefore, it's just kind of, they're guidelines. You know what I mean? And this right here, what they did was wrong. Pepper spraying those people was wrong. Making them get up out of the street when they can protest if they want to, it's wrong. But nobody cares about that because it's the law doing it. So it's all about raising awareness and making people want to change things.
Excellent.
Working for justice, moving away from the legal system towards a justice system. You know, that's what we're supposed to be doing. It's justice. Justice and what's it? It's the expression. It's a court of law, not a court of justice. You know.
It's interesting you say that. Like yesterday, I had a chance to interview Vandana Shiva, like right at the front of the march, and she's a climate activist, environmental activist, and she said to me, she's like, what we have to move towards is like the deregulation of like natural laws, and
instead of man's law.
Right. You know, so working at like getting rid of the regulations that restrict nature. You know, like that kind of stuff. Like that's the You know, that's the stuff that we have to look at and say, okay, well, this policy doesn't work because it doesn't fit with the ecology, right? So looking at ecology before economy, right? Like,
Right. We gotta re-advocate the ecology.
Cool.
Permaculture. Study permaculture.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing right there. Study permaculture.
Be aware of things, like study things. Don't just, a lot of people before they even came here, they didn't even know anything about this stuff. Like, you have to go and read, you have to go and look up things, not just what you see on Fox News.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah.
like watching a cartoon. What are you going to get out of that? You know,
the
it's
best
pointless.
place, the best place to start for that is the ingredients. Whatever you buy, read the ingredients. If you don't know what it is, look it up, and from that, it'll take you to a whole world of information, and you can find out where stuff's coming from and why it's coming from there, and everything behind it. Because it's all built on food, because we all eat food. That's where it's at.
Just making the products. Are those people being forced to make those products? Are those people being paid to make those products? And what about those products themselves? How are those animals stored?
Yeah.
Are they just, you know, slaughtered and like treating like crap before they get killed? It's all about it's natural for people to eat meat. It's not natural for people to torture animals.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you look at the factory farming system, right? And it's like.
There's a huge disconnect.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect from everything, you know? Disconnect from our political system. We go down the streets every day and we don't like it. We're in this rat race and we're fed up with it, but
Well, we don't do anything
we don't
about
hop off.
it. Like.
Yeah.
Keep chasing the carrot rather than growing it.
Yeah, it's someone mentioned apathy before. Like they said, that's, you know, it's like these type of movements that we see like today and yesterday. Like that helps sort of move us past that apathy, like as activists, right?
A big
Like
part of the apathy is fear of being arrested and prosecuted.
Yeah.
To see that you can go through that and make it.
But at one
come out of
point,
Lions Den.
at one point, civil rights, I mean, you had to think about it, like a black man and a white woman weren't even allowed to walk down the street. Not because it was morally wrong, but because it was the law, right? Jim Crow law. But does that mean that it's wrong? No. And was it illegal and did people get arrested for it? Yeah, but we wouldn't all be able to be here and protest together as one people. Those cops wouldn't even be allowed to be police officers together if it weren't for people breaking the law.
Yeah.
You know, we wouldn't be where we're at. So it's so funny how people like to, you know, those rebels breaking the law. How do you think we got supposedly free like you think we are? It's because we stood up. It's so funny because everybody listens to the politicians and to the government to change things when actually it's the rebels and the outcasts and the people who are standing up who are changing things. So it's kind of funny how society looks down on those people and what would they do without us?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's yeah.